How are we, buddy? Yeah, I'm alright, mate. How's things, man? Anyway, people, Lewis, yeah, it's Black Country Barbell. You might have seen on my Instagram before. I reckon it's probably one of the better looking, aesthetically pleasing gyms in the UK, isn't it, really? I think you've had everybody train there, haven't you?
Yeah.
You've had Steve Cook train there, haven't you?
Yeah, we have.
You've had them all train there, haven't you? You've had Chris Bumstead train there.
Yeah, Bumstead, he's come down quite a few times.
Yeah.
We just look cool. That's really
Very
it.
cool, yeah.
We just pulled a lot of people.
We'll put like one of your videos in here somewhere. You think that's kind of where we got the black and red? Well, we did.
Yeah.
The black and red vibe from. Yeah, just basic, isn't they? Yeah, man. So we got the like red like yours, red and black like yours now.
It's very nice, man.
But so what I thought I'd do is me and Lewis we're going to train. So Lewis has got his sessions. He's doing a bit more powerlifting based than my bodybuilding-y, boring single plane movements. What I thought I'd do is just kind of catch up with Lewis and show you about opening gyms and how he's opened Black Country Barbell. Because it is a very well-known gym, it's a very big gym, it's a very aesthetically, Instagrammy pleasing gym. So I thought I'd just bring him along and ask him questions and do a bit of like a, what's this, like a, not a podcast, training and asking questions, people. So this is like our main gym, and then we got a different, like a back room through here, and then spin studio too.
Because we lent everything out, including like our dumbbells.
Oh, you even let your Watson ones out?
Yeah.
Fuck that. Yeah. We lent out all our rubber ones to some of these ones. Some of them came back busted up. Yeah.
Oh, really?
So we lent out all 4 sites, we lent out all our kit.
Yeah.
So we lent out everything, except like, I bought all these new anyway.
Yeah.
A majority, I'd say 85% of it came back, okay.
Yeah.
15% of it came back absolutely fucked.
Oh.
Like, mate, some of the dumbbells, like one of them came back, it was missing the whole rubber end. It was just a metal dumbbell. Training, you want to train, yeah?
Yeah, mate, if you don't
Yeah,
mind.
man. Yeah, mate, cool.
Looks
I like
cool.
how your Astro goes up the wall.
Yeah.
I really like that.
It's like, yeah,
I thought it was perfectly meant to be like that, all planned like that.
No, we had some. I didn't do any. The only thing I drew out was layouts for the gym and the toilet and change rooms.
Yeah.
But everything else, I just had like ideas in my head.
Yeah.
And then I was just like, as we were going through the process, I was just like, I reckon this will look quite cool, so we'll just try this. And the thing was, we got the building and we had no time scale. We were just like, we'll sit on it.
Yeah.
Until I'm happy with it. Still got loads. I'm
Actual
massively
fact,
over-ordered.
I remember speaking to you about it, and I was like, how have you done all this? And you got a spray gun, didn't you?
Yeah.
So I think that's when I went out and literally bought a spray gun.
Yeah,
so we've got 2 spray guns now.
It didn't take long at all. Like we did the whole gym, maybe 5-6 days, including the ceiling and everything.
It don't take long with those guns, does it?
No, it was more time just up the ladder, down the ladder,
Yeah.
up the ladder, down the ladder.
When I hired an electric up or down, I think.
Oh, scissor lift.
Scissor lift, that's it.
Yeah.
And literally just got a spray gun and went up and down. I did the whole of Saltham Gym in 2 days.
Yeah,
with the white.
It's ridiculous, isn't it?
Yeah.
How quick it goes. Like, the thing was as well, because it's an old building as well, so the brickwork not level by any means.
You couldn't roll it.
No, because you just miss everything.
Yeah.
Like out the front, that was a nightmare.
Yeah, I bet, yeah. Like we've tried to roll her in here before now, and you do it, and then you see like all the brick lines all kicking out.
Yeah, you can't get it.
Nah, your 24-hour gyms which are cramming for 300 people in the door, and you don't say like they don't know anybody's name and stuff.
Yeah.
I don't think you're going to do half as well as like you.
I think people now, they're starting to like look for that value that they're getting in the independent gyms, do you know what I mean? Which a lot of people maybe not necessarily didn't care about it, but they just didn't see the value in it.
No, and they thought that when they could go up the road and pay $16.99, they're saving $16.99, I guess, aren't they?
Yeah.
But it's not. I don't think it's ever going to be. I don't think like gyms, kind of like the 24 hours and the big things like that, will ever be the same as they. And also, one of the other reasons is people have stopped going to work, haven't they?
Yeah.
Everyone's still at home. But
So
I guess
many
you're
people-
different. You're in city centre, though, aren't you?
Yeah, town centre.
Yeah.
But even so, there's so many timetables of when it's busy and quiet.
Yeah.
Completely flipped
Yeah.
on my head.
Mate.
Really weird.
Ours is in the like mid-mornings now.
Yeah.
Like yesterday was ludicrously busy in the day. About 9 o'clock's busy here now.
Yeah.
Then about 2 o'clock. So, but then it all depends though. Like yesterday was rammed at this time of the day.
Yeah.
So it all depends, doesn't it? Really?
When we first opened, so normally, because obviously we don't have classes or anything like that, it's just open gym.
Oh yeah, you don't.
And normally, like 6:30 in the morning when we open, you get 2, 3, 4 people in. We were having like 25 plus people in at like 6:30 in the morning. I was like, what's going on?
Yeah, that's good though.
Yeah, like.
Has your membership gone up?
Yeah, it's the highest it's ever been at the moment.
Is it?
Yeah, like
cool.
by a considerable chunk.
Really?
But that being said, we've actually advertised for the first time.
Have you? Google
like-
and Facebook ads?
Yeah, because we don't get me wrong, we like sponsored a post here and there,
Yeah,
but there's never been any goal with it. It's just like,
Nah.
I wanted to build a bit more of a following on social media.
Yeah.
So it was just to put our stuff out to more people.
I'll jump over it. You went to his His place?
Yeah, so it was like a conference room basically, and there was multiple other gym owners there.
Yeah,
it was quite funny actually. It was awkward but funny. Like they went around the table and they were going through like what they're spending on their advertising, and there was everyone was really sound, really nice, like open and honest, because everyone was no one was any competitor.
No.
And they were literally like going around the table, and like one guy had like a big, kind of like a commercial gym, but they'd gone for more luxury kind of high end,
boutique kind of thing. Yeah.
And it was massive. I think they could take a lot of people, and he was like up, 8 to 10 grand a month on advertising.
Jesus.
And it was like going around the table, and it was like 4 or 5 grand, and then even like one of the smallest ones was spending $1 grand. That's like the minimum. And they got to us and we were like, nothing. And they're like, where do your members come from? I was like, I don't know. They just turn up. Like, genuinely, it was just like social media, I suppose. But again, that's we were the only ones that didn't do any kind of proper advertising, and that's only because I was naive, really. I didn't really know about it.
Who does it now?
We do it now, so that's something that we've educated ourselves on.
But it's expensive. Like we have someone do it who's coming actually at 1 o'clock.
Yeah.
Who does ours? He does it all for us, but that ramps your price up.
Yeah.
So if you can learn it yourself, like mate, we learned ours ourselves, but then we ended up spending twice as much money, and we were fucking advertising in like strip clubs. Was it strip club in Nottingham? We came up under the search at a strip club in Nottingham, and our guy was like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, I don't know. Yeah. Do you have PTs that rent off you or do?
So it's a bit of a combination. We're going from like an older model to a slightly updated version where we generate all the clients, which is kind of how a lot of other places operate. But we didn't want to screw the PTs over because they're all really, really good PTs.
Yeah.
So we've got like some agreements in place for the ones that have got existing clients, so they can still do hours in exchange and stuff like that. So we're trying to keep it as fair as possible, and over time we're slowly going to just like fade over into
so
what
PTs work for you.
But that's
it just takes time though, doesn't it, get doing that? Like we're lucky we started at that. Like I started the business by doing that. But a lot of people didn't, and they're trying to move into that model. But renting space is alright. I would never do it for me personally.
No.
But it does work for some people.
I don't. We get asked all the time. Because people see the gym on, and they're just like,
socials,
"Oh, that's awesome. What's the deal with it?" We've just been saying no at the moment. So like until all of our PTs literally are saying no, they don't want any more clients. Which, to be fair, they're actually not far off.
Really, that's good. That's well good.
So
it's well good.
They were
growing loads then by the sounds of it.
I did my best to be like, look, our best interests align. They really like it because the hardest thing I think for most PTs is getting new clients. And it's it's laborious. It's a full-time job just acquiring clients and putting yourself out there. And I think as well, as a brand, like Fitness Works as a brand has got more power than any individual as a PT, and same as like Black Country Barbell as a brand.
Loads bigger, than any other one-man band.
And I think people do see that as well, because when they come in, they're not just dealing with one person, then they then integrate with the whole team. And we've got different members that do different things.
Who do you do all the consultations, or does the PT do it?
I'm doing all the consultations.
Perfect, mate. Well done. That's better.
Oh, mate, honestly, we, like looking back objectively, there was so much that we were just not even doing wrong that we just weren't doing. It was a purely like,
it's just learning,
if we build it, they will come. And they did, like, you know what I mean? We ticked over, fine, but...
Phoebe's full-time membership, and Chris, who's not here at the moment, is usually here every day, full-time sales, so full-time PT. So those two basically just, we're moving systems at the moment to a new system, new membership management system.
What are you going for?
Fucking hard work.
Oh mate, we've literally done it. We're still in the process.
Oh yeah, who are you doing?
So we went from
Please don't tell me
Club-wise to Gym Master.
Oh fucking, I thought you were going to say club right there. So we
were Club-wise. We've gone to Gym Master.
The only one I found which had it all for us was the one in America. The one in LA I spoke a lot of time with. Glow Fox.
Oh yeah, Glow Fox. I'm sure they were in Ireland, aren't they?
Yeah, they're in Ireland, but you have to deal with the sales team in LA.
Oh right, so I spoke to
an Irish dude. Well, So the Irish guy puts you. Then when you do your FaceTimes and one-to-one consultations and stuff, she's in LA. And I love the system. But they could only do the transfers and get everyone moving at night. 7, 8 o'clock at night, because it's in LA. So it was like we had to wait till 7, 8 o'clock at night. And then I was like, so what happens if the system break in the middle of the day when you're asleep? You can contact Ireland, but I said, well, where's the technical team in LA? So I was like, oh, this isn't going to work again. I'm not doing this. PT, and it didn't really work for us. But Club Right, the reason we've gone with Club Right is because he lives up there, in Saltham. He lives by our Saltham gym. And it's just simple. But they're all shit. The way I've looked at it. They're all shit.
There's not one that's
Right, should we go do some training?
Well, you know how hard it is. It's not.
Yeah, mate, it's the fucking hardest thing in the world.
And like, you never, well, I don't know about you, but like, you never stop work.
Never.
First thing in the morning, you're on your phone. Last thing at night.
All day, every day. Weekends, holidays.
like
it's not a job. It's a life.
yeah.
And if you don't love it, then I don't believe that you should be doing it.
No, not at all. Yeah.
You can't turn off. Well, you can turn off, but you need the right people. But you never actually do turn off, do you?
No.
I don't anyway. And I know every gym owner I've spoke to also agrees. Like you never stop. Even if you're not there, you never stop thinking about maybe I can improve that next week. I'll move that machine. That wall needs painting.
Yeah. Often the times when you're out of the environment as well, you'll see something that will trigger something else. And you're like, oh yeah, I can do that. Or
You kind of pull inspiration. I'm not bothered about admitting it. I pulled inspiration from your places. We were already. Our branding was black, red, and grey.
Yeah.
But we had a grey wall there, and I saw yours. And I was like, I'm fucking doing that black. You pull inspiration from everywhere, don't you? Really?
yeah.
And I think it's quite cool that you can do that.
Yeah.
Like you can pick bits and choose your own.
Yeah, I find like the creative side of having a business is like the best thing. Like I used to really enjoy, well I still do, like drawing and like making stuff with my hands.
Oh dear.
So like for me, business is kind of an extension of that, isn't it?
Yeah.
You get to be creative and like
on a big scale, like a huge scale kind of thing, don't you?
exactly.
Yeah, man. So what's next for you guys?
As long as it doesn't go on camera.
No. We'll blank this bit out. Yeah. Quit everything and I'm going to give it all up. Like me and my missus, everyone's going to quit, which is good. But you got to have some money behind you somehow.
Yeah.
You can't have £5 savings, borrow it all, and quit all your job.
Yeah.
Very risky. But at the same time, if you've saved up enough, like you did, then quit.
Yeah, I respect the idea of going all in.
Yeah.
But like, there's doing that and being sensible, because if you're going all in, you're going to need to know what you really are risking.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You might be. Yeah. You might be missing payments on your mortgage.
Yeah, because I went all in, but I was 23.
Yeah.
I lived at home with mum and dad and had a full client base, which followed me to a local place down there. So when I opened this place, I'd made my month's salary in half an hour.
Yeah.
So it wasn't a risk anymore. So my risk was minimal.
Yeah, and it's also just making that choice when no kids, no house, no this, that and the other to worry about.
Yeah,
so
it's a good time to do it.
If all goes wrong, it's not too bad.
Yeah, you can get rid of it all, go back to your mum and dad. It's good.
Yeah.
Simple as, isn't it? I think when I came to your place, I powerlifted because you had the bow bar there, and I used the bow bar for the first time ever. Me and Al went and bought one. Yeah. Me and Elliot came to your place and did bow bar squats. Yeah. And as soon as we felt that, because obviously at the time I was big and heavy and I couldn't get my hands under the bar.
Yeah.
So we used that bow bar and it took all the tension.
Instant relief. Like.
Mate, I didn't finish squatting with like tendinitis down both arms so I could get my hands here.
I'm fortunate because I'm small and weak, so
I'm all right now, but back then I was like just a big fat powerlifting mess. If you can just do it for fun and longevity and just to be strong, but if you will just chase beating it week after week.
Yeah, I enjoy a bit of exercise rotation, so it'll be going from like a squat to a pause squat to a tempo squat to a SSB squat or a cambered bar, or do you know what I mean?
Difference to variation squats.
Yeah, because as well you don't get so caught up on numbers.
No.
Do you know what I mean? Like, I think it is always good to have a goal. I think that's the main thing,
right.
isn't it? I'm useless if I haven't got a goal. I'm so lazy.
Drift.
Yeah, like I'd finish a training block and then I'd have like my deload week or my week of just dicking around doing whatever, having fun, being strong.
Yeah.
And I'd hardly come to the gym because I didn't have, you know what I mean? I'd do it like one time, I'd come in, like pick up some stones or something.
We're all the same though.
Even if it's kind of general, like if I'm aimless, I'm useless.
Yeah. Literally no point.
Yeah.
I just drift around. Do you know what I end up doing? Talking. I end up talking to more of my clients in the end than anything.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, you've done business. Yeah. Where do I go from here?
Yeah.
So it was no one like fitness-wise though.
No, I just read loads of, I listened to loads of audiobooks.
Yeah.
So I was driving a lot of my other jobs, so I just was going through like at least one, sometimes 2 or 3 audiobooks a week. Just trying to, every book I'd read would normally reference another book or two, so that would lead to a few more. And I just read as much as possible. I don't know. And then in practical application, it was probably minimal. Do you know what I mean? Like, because they go into maybe some of the more complex areas of it.
Yeah.
And then
you just want the basics, didn't you? Yeah.
And speaking to Wolverson, to be fair, Wolverson helped me out loads. Jason, I started off So I had a little gym in my garage that I was training at. I had cast iron plates and my missus was complaining that the TV is going to fall off the wall if I keep deadlifting in there. So I was like, I'm going to get some bumpers.
Yeah.
I spoke to Alverson.
What, the coloured bison ones?
No,
yeah?
these were just the plain black ones. They were just the cheap ones.
Yeah.
This was years ago. Like, I was maybe 2021. Bought some kit from them, and then I was like, all right, I want to get a better bar as well, because I was just using a basic ass bar. So I spoke to them, and then this was like a year later. I went to get a bar, and they remembered me. I was like, oh, you came and bought some plates a while ago, and they remembered me, and they gave me a little bit of a discount. I was like, that's awesome customer service.
They're class.
Like that, I can't complain. Like I'm the little guy, so they looked after me.
It's the reason why I've got them all now.
Yeah. So when we started looking at doing it, I was just like, well, they're my first port of call because they treated me really well.
Yeah.
So I was just
you remember those little things, don't you? Like,
yeah. And like, Paul put me in touch with other gyms that were outside of my area. One was a CrossFit box, one was a gym. So, and he was really sound. He spent about an hour with me. He let me go in and train. Spent an hour with me, just like running through just stuff you don't know, like electricity bills. Like
just stuff that you never think about.
How do you get members? What's the footfall? Like, just shit that you can't really find out. And realistically, it's probably not going to apply to me exactly because you get different lights in here than our lighting bills. I was that naive, I didn't even know the right questions to be asking, to be honest. Like, looking back on it now, I was asking the wrong questions, because at this point I wasn't sure how I was going to finance it. So I needed to have a close and accurate list of numbers of what my bills were going to be. So I can estimate my expenses, and then I can figure out what my income needs to be.
How many members you need, and that,
and then I'd be like, okay, then I could go to BC and be like, all right, mate, this is the crack, I'm going to be loaded in like a week.
We all thought that, Till you realise actually it ain't that easy.
Didn't end up going to the bank anyway.
No, that's good then,
but I think that was the initial reason I did it. So I was very focused on the numbers and not focused on how do you get members? How do you actually grow as a business?
You do sometimes, you think, if you open, they will, like you said at the start, you open, they will come. It's not necessarily the truth, is it, anymore? Especially nowadays.
Definitely.
So much competition.
So one thing we did do that I think was definitely really helpful, and if anyone else is thinking about doing something the same, is we set up a page on our Instagram and Facebook about lifting in the Black Country. So we built up a bit of a community for that.
And then you opened up a gym and they all came. It's a great idea.
Then we got really lucky again with people from Gymshark turned up.
How did they turn up?
They just turned up. So where my
I remember seeing you, I followed you, and then the only reason I followed you is because all the Gymshark lot, and I was like, oh, Gymshark will open a gym. Clicked on it, and it was you.
So basically, it's weird that I used to be a massive Gymshark fan when I was a teenager. Matt August was my legend. Back when there was only 3 of them.
I remember, crazy, isn't it?
Used to go to Body Power and whatever else. Really was a massive fan of Gymshark as a kid. And where I used to work, when they were based in Redditch, there was a McDonald's right outside of where they worked, and I used to go there every day. When we were setting the business up, because it took years for it to actually, I planned it out in my head, but it actually took years for it to be a real thing. And I was always like, one day when we've got my gym, I'm gonna knock on the door and be like, look, I've got this class gym. You need to just come and check it out. I'm just gonna cold call them. We got set up and they moved. This was when they moved to Solihull. And I was like, oh, I missed my chance. And then we were caught up in just running the gym for the first month or so. And then one of them just turned up. It was Noel, who's the creative director. His partner, Charlotte, she turned up. I think she saw us on Instagram or something like that. People were tagging, because a load of girls turned up and they were all in Gymshark stuff. They had a little meet up, and then apparently Charlotte came in for the first time. We were having a powerlifting meet at the time. So Charlotte's got a really bad, we only host 3 or 4 a year, and she always manages to come in when
right in the middle of the party. We got these big lads there fucking shouting, swearing,
And apparently she literally went on a video call to a couple of the guys at Gymshark and were like, you need to come in here, because loads of natural light and stuff like that.
Perfect for shooting though, isn't it?
So it's like something like Barbell Brigade or something. Barbell Brigade was a massive influence. She was like, oh, you need to come down. Then a week later, a couple of them turned up, and I knew who they were, but I was like, I didn't pester them. I just left them, and they just kind of went off. They trained the session, and they came up to me after, and Noel was like, oh, my name's Noel. I'm from Gymshark. I was like, I know. I know who you are. Just started talking, and they're so sound. Really helpful.
There's normal people at the end of the day, aren't they?
And they're all, they're our kind of age. So they've got a real good grasp on business as it is now. The whole social media.
Look at it now.
That's what grew.
That's about to say. If you want to be looking for us, because we're trying to grow our socials now, so we can get a bigger reach for people wanting to buy gyms.
It is inspirational in that sense.
Yeah.
That'd be too gay about it.
Yeah,
like,
yeah, I know what you mean.
It's
It is,
aspirational.
yeah.
Do you know
It's
what I mean?
aspirational, yeah. And then the way I look at it is like if they can do it, it means it's not impossible. They've done it.
Exactly.
So,
Like they were like the first people to do it,
mate,
and
the first
now
people.
we're in a really competitive
Yeah.
market. But it doesn't mean that we're not going to be able to find something, a new way.
Yeah,
of doing
exactly.
things.
We'll find our own way.
Exactly.
Like,
And
it's
don't
going to
get
be
me wrong,
hard,
I'm
but
not looking to have a $1 billion company.
No.
I don't think I would handle the stress of owning a $1 billion company. You've had the same problem with the slam balls, the ones that split.
sit them outside the door.
Yeah, we had a couple of them and they split.
I think that's I want to say that is my 10th one.
They're just like, no matter what, because of what they're designed to do, you've got to help. You've got like a 6 month, maybe 12
Mate,
month life.
yeah, they ain't got long enough. That one out there was a day.
Oh, really?
One day. I sent it to Jack. I said, mate, we didn't even last 24 hours. And he was like, you know.
Where was that one from?
Wolston, they were all, yeah.
Yeah, when I spoke to them, because they sent us a replacement.
Yeah, that's what that was, yeah.
They said they just had a bad batch, because they said loads of them had done it.
Yeah, so I think that was the end of the bad batch.
Yeah.
But they're all free anyway.
Yeah.
When we went down the other week, I was like, mate, Phoebe messaged me saying, I need a D-ball, can you get a D-ball while I was there?
Yeah.
So I was like, Jack, you got any D-balls? And he was like, no mate, but I've got a load of these, you can have them free. So, I don't mind.
Yeah.
But yeah mate, we bought a whole range of them, and within like, I want to say 5 days, the whole range was gone.
Really?
All in two.
I remember they were saying, because like, that was the new one and they were meant to be
bulletproof,
yeah.
But they're a really good concept, aren't they? But
the only way to do it would be some kind of solid mould.
I was going to say, solid,
yeah.
like how would you make, because if you think about it, that's 40 kilos that you're slamming at the floor. When I was there the other week, I was like, yeah, we often give you boys bits just to...
Yeah, just like, can you this up? And I was like,
yeah,
if
sure.
anyone can do it, we can.
Yeah. My ski erg broke the other week.
Yeah.
Have you ever rewired a ski erg? Me. It's like, and when it's an elastic band, so if you re-thread it all through, and then unless you get this clip on perfect, you clip it on.
Yeah.
You think you clipped it on, you pull.
All comes off.
Oh my god! I literally wanted to drop kick it, but in the end I fixed it in the end.
Yeah.
I literally wanted to boot it to death.
Yeah.
They are good.
Yeah.
This was lasted solidly 6 years. I only got it recovered recently because I had a split there, but it hadn't changed or bust or in like 6 years. Their kit's really good, man. Wow, 97. I don't think I'll even get it to there. That's heavy, that is. I wear it like a seatbelt kind of.
Yeah, I just have it under one arm, so it slings over me.
Imagine if it pings out.
Well, that pulls over.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
That's really good.
Yeah, it's like, I think that's a little bit too much assistance.
You need the little green, we've got the little green ones there. That'll be better for you. The thing is though, you actually concentrate on your hamstring, not... Yeah, so anyone that can't do a GHD. I can do it body weight, but it ends up firing through my lower back more.
Yeah.
But all my rectors go.
Yeah.
And I'm like hip thrusting up.
Yeah, when I can do that, I'm really like focusing on flexing my abs to keep like a neutral spine and trying to keep my hips forward as well.
That's good, that is. So people that can't do GHDs, tie it off on there. Please make sure before you tie it off though, that the thing you tie it off to doesn't move.
Yeah.
Otherwise you'll end up with a rack of kettlebells on the back here. Yeah, no, what's that one like? That's a good movement, that is. I'll add that one to my PT roster. That's a great idea though. Bit of glute and hamstring.
Yeah, that's good, that is. Body weight is the option. It's like pull-ups, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? If completing the movement for a single rep is too hard, how do you get enough volume in to improve on it?
You can't, like, on that you really can't, can you? And like, you can use the stick, but then it's still not the same as you're pushing.
Yeah, you're concentrating on other things, whereas that,
really
it's purely,
that's
it's the same
really
movement, but it's the same as like band-assisted pull-ups. If you can't do pull-ups, I think like some band assistance on pull-ups.
We do ours on here now, tie them off and pull it that way.
Yeah.
I programmed it in one of my online clients the other week.
Yeah.
And they messaged me like, I can't do it, and I'm like, use the stick. And then they sent me a video of a stick, and I'm like, there's got to be a better way to do it. They literally just showed it me.
Yeah, well if they were at home or something like that, do you know what I mean? You could tie it off on a door frame or something like that.
And here you can tie it off quite a lot, really. Even you can move the GHD down there and tie it off the cable machine.
Yeah. So like ideally, I would say you're going to want it at like a 45-degree angle.
Yeah, a little higher.
So as you're hinging down, so you probably want it
pulling you kind of up.
Yeah, because that's pulling back as well as up.
Yeah,
so, and I could feel it a little bit, but it still does the same
I might
kind of job.
get a hook put up there, you know. I've got a metal hook, you know. I could fucking put into there.
I'd probably make sure it can hold at least like 50 kilos.
So don't end up with someone being hooked through the back of the
yeah, that's the thing, because if it does come off,
it will come off. Really high.
Right. Ours is definitely overkill. Like, you could.
Mate, I'd rather have overkill than underkill.
Yeah.
Towards literally could kill someone.
Yeah, literally good.
Especially the tension that goes to those bands where you're down at full extension.
Yeah, and now I've really dialed it back and I'm just focusing on what I want to focus on, which is mainly my bench press, my squat, and then I'm not deadlifting at the moment.
You're not?
Just because recovery-wise, it's not worth it for me. Like, I think it's a great movement. But
lovely,
for me,
taxing as hell.
Yeah, like it hinders my bench, it hinders my squat because my lower back just gets so beaten up.
Yeah.
And my lower back's like, it's a bit of a weak link. So I think for now, I'm going to stay away from it, or if I do, it's going to maybe be something that's not so weight orientated, just doing RDLs or something where you're focusing on hitting the hamstrings and the glutes a little bit more.
So I do now more box pulls, RDLs, or rack. I know I don't really like rack pulls, but I just do them with my lats engaged, so it's a bit more of like a full back movement.
Yeah, or like a snatch grip or something.
Yeah, so a bit wider.
Yeah.
And engage and put like I've already done like a lat pull down, then I'll do a deadlift. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I don't really deadlift from the floor at all anymore.
Yeah, like lots of people can do it just fine.
Yeah.
The thing is, it's so leverage based. Do you know what I mean? Like, I've got terrible deadlift leverages.
Yeah.
But on the other hand, I've got good squat and bench leverages. Everyone can do it. I can pull a decent number off the floor, but I probably hurt for ages.
Yeah.
I think it psychologically beats me as well. There's a big component like
as soon as I get into a deadlift, I'm beaten. Unless I'm really pissed off and I had a shit week, then I'm a bit better. Yeah. But 9 times out of 10, as soon as I step on the deadlift platform, I know that I'm not lifting it, and then you're fucked.
I think for a long time as well, I've trained full body or upper lower splits.
Yeah.
So deadlift is always after squats for me.
Yeah.
So then every time I'm going in there, my glutes, my lower back, they're already a bit fatigued. The best deadlift sessions I've ever had are when I've just deadlifted first, and obviously that's kind of common sense because I'm fresh.
Yeah, I know what you mean though.
But then normally I'll get cocky and hurt myself. Like, oh, I'm amazing, I've got this, I don't hurt at all, and then I'll tweak my back.
Yeah, then bang, you can herniate your disc.
No, I didn't realise. I thought more people could until but I don't see people doing it now.
I can see more people. No, I know a handful of people that can do that properly.
Yeah.
The rest, no.
Yeah. But it's a challenging movement. And
I see people who think they can do it.
Yeah.
But then they're not.
And they're doing a back extension.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're basically just doing a bad back extension.
Yeah.
Or a bad glute, what's it called, like glute contractions, whatever they're called. But I never see anyone doing it well at all.
Because you see them in CrossFit boxes all the time. So I assumed that everyone who did CrossFit could do them.
They only use them as sit-ups.
That's not even what they're for.
They only use them as sit-ups.
And it's like where you're flopping all the way back.
Yeah, mate, fuck that. It makes me sick, that does. Literally, it makes me physically sick as well. I actually want to be sick when I do it, but...
Yeah, no, it's not good. Yeah, so I just assumed for a long time that anyone who did CrossFit, that was, they did like GHC, but they didn't know.
Not many people I know can do GHC.
No.
Not at all. And I wouldn't say we ever did it wrong. I just said the way you look at it, we probably went around the block 4 times.
And I'm saying that, but realistically, I don't think, in most cases, you should regret too many things because at the end of the day, unless you're miserable in the position you're at, which I'm not, it led you to get to where you wanted to get to. So and unfortunately, one of the best ways of learning is by fucking it up. And then
massively.
And then being like, oh shit, I'm not going to do that again.
Quicker by doing it that than...
I think one of the main things I would have tried to get into a position where I could be at the gym a lot more.
Yeah.
I would have focused a little bit more on advertising side of things because I was
marketing and that.
I had an unhealthy obsession with making sure that growth was all organic. I was really I didn't want to sponsor posts. I was like, we're doing it organic. We're legit. Because the thing is, this was at the point where everyone and the dog had 10,000 fake followers and they had 3 likes on their posts. And I'm like, that.
Do it legitimately.
Yeah, I want this to be legit. I don't ever want to have to get artificial growth or make us out to be something we're not.
Yeah.
Everything we want,
make it before you make it kind of style.
Yeah. And I didn't want to do that. But maybe to a point where I was turning down opportunities to legitimately put ourselves out there because how Facebook and Instagram work, their algorithms work to they're gonna hold that content back because they want you to pay.
Yeah, of course they don't put they only put your post to a section of people now.
Yeah. Have you noticed, like, I think it was last year, wasn't it, when they changed their algorithm?
Mate,
and it's terrible now.
It's terrible. We know when we turn our Google ads off 2 days later, it's like someone turns the main water off in your house, everything stops.
Yeah.
Turn it back on, it all floods back in.
Oh, really?
We turned them on Friday, we had 22 new leads for gym membership in like not even 24 hours.
Yeah.
But then we had to turn them off Sunday because our certificate ran out or something on the back end of a website, I don't know. Anyway, then we've turned it back on, it's flown again.
Yeah.
So Google for us, we do a lot of, because obviously this one, I'm doing a lot of this now. This kind of content gets people engaged a bit more than me was just doing little bits on Facebook, just getting nowhere.
And like, as a kid, I remember thinking, oh man, genuinely, I always thought it'd be awesome to have my own gym. But I always, when I was younger, thought, oh, this is going to be something I do when I'm older and I'm already financially secure. Like, not necessarily use that as a means to make money as a business.
No, but just, I just like thought a hobby kind of thing.
Yeah, I thought about it as a hobby.
Yeah.
And then over time, my ideas changed quite a bit.
Right, I'm done. Are you finished training or? What's that? You got anything else to do?
Nah, mate.
You sure?
Yeah, literally, that's it, mate. The squats was the only thing that was in my programme. And it was just 3 singles.
Yeah.
It's because it's quite high frequency. And this is the week before I'll test again, so it's just like a...